afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FilmMyRun, on Twitter at FilmMyRun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax and watch me do all the hard work.
I've already discovered a problem in that I don't know where to go. So we're supposed to be doing trail running on trail running on the new course, the new route, but I'm actually not sure if I'm supposed to be turning off onto Titans Grove. I think I am, or going on Ocean Boulevard to get to the trail running. I'm pretty sure it's left here. Just need to be sure. I'm fairly sure it is. So we are going on a new route that goes off the roads. It's already live. It's already being trialled on mountain bikes, and there are runners on there already. I'm not the first one. So we're going to have a look. I'm going to start running in a minute. I've got a bit of a backache, so I'm just taking it easy for a second until I loosen up a bit. I'm going to get chat up, so bear with me 1 second. Actually, that's a point. I need to sort that out. Hang on a sec. Where are we? Go on my page and share the live stream to Zwift runners, and then we'll get some chat up on screen. The turn off, I've been reliably informed the turn off is not until about 3 kilometres into this bit of the run, so apologies for if you're just watching me walking along the road. I'm just getting the stream sorted. We've not started yet. Go away. Hi, Malcolm. Thanks for the ride on. Go away until I'll be there in about 3 kilometres. I'll turn off onto the trail run. But at the moment, I'm just getting things sorted out, so apologies. And I can't see any chat just yet. I've just gone live randomly. Paul Carter says, I'm stuck at work. Have a good run. Gwyn Williams, trail running, yes. Stig, another dimension to treadmill running, yes. That's that done. Okay, now, bear with me. I'll get proper chat up so I can see what the heck is going on. Find posts.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice. Check this. Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. John McManus says world equals Watopia route equals Kwashi Quest 3.74 kilometres till you hit the trail, 6.8 till you hit the tarmac again. Okay. I'm on a different route. I was on can anybody tell me if I am actually on the wrong route? Because I don't want to start running and then be running for like 5 kilometres only to find that I don't know where the entrance to the trail is. Right, so I do have chat up now. Stick that there. Let's have that there. That there. Right. Okay. No, John Hepplewhite says, have I got new music? No, it is the same random old music that I've had for about 2 years. Honestly, I do have some new music set up. Andy Cutmore, thanks for the ride on.
Right
A.
on.
Cutmore, not sure if it's Andy. Gwyn Williams says he thinks I'm on the wrong route. Okay. If you can tell me where the right route is, I need to get there. So anybody watching, if I'm on the wrong route... Right, I'm telling you now, it was John Hancock that told me to join Muir and the Mountain, and he said it was 3 kilometres. 3 kilometres before you get to a turn-off that is a question mark, and the question mark takes you to the trail run. So I'm just going to run along here for a little bit. If anybody comes on chat on Facebook or on YouTube, telling me where to go, not in so many words. Okay, Gwyn Williams says he doesn't think that trail running is in Titans Grove. Okay. Right.
Right on.
John Hancock, any thoughts on this if you're watching or listening? Where am I supposed to be going? There's my treadmill, by the way, that you can see. There's my current speed. Oh, gone off now. Yeah. Gwyn says I could be running all day and not find trail that I need to be on. Well, we'll get there eventually. I'm determined, but before I finish running, we will get on the trail. Okay, John Hancock says 100% I am on the correct route. Anna Hatton says she hasn't got all day. Right, look, we are on the correct route. John Hancock tells me it's 3 kilometres. I've already nearly done 1, so we've got to run another 2 kilometres before we get on the trails. So that's going to take me 12 or 13 minutes. Maybe I'll speed up a bit. 10 kilometres an hour. So go and have a cup of coffee and come back in 12 minutes when I've found the entrance to the trail run. One kilometre done. I should have worn my trail vest, shouldn't I? I should have worn my hydration pack. That would have been hilarious. Well, hilarious for about 2 seconds. Well done on your run the other day, Anna. Saw that. I've got backache. My back is definitely hurting. Finally got my other computer working. Anybody who's been staying in touch with the live streams will know that the past couple of weeks I've had a problem with my Zwift computer, and it turns out it wasn't actually a problem with the Zwift computer. It was a problem with my network, my local network. So I've had to reconfigure some wires, and it's all working again now. Even though I've totally reinstalled Windows from scratch, I didn't even have to do that. So, until trail running was opened up and mountain biking, this section that we're running on now was the newest section of Watopia. And this is called Titan's Grove, and it's a forest, mountainous region, kind of based on Yellowstone Park. In the States. Anna, no, I'm not Autumn 100ing, unfortunately. I think I'm doing something else. But I am South Downs weighing next year, for definite. I've got lakes in a day coming up next week. So that's 50 miles over the lakes. So that should be fun, and hopefully I'll finish that, because I think the cut-offs are quite generous for that. So, fingers crossed I might get to the end of that. Not make it 5 DNFs this year. If I'm not busy that weekend, I might come up and do a bit of filming up there, because I've never been to the Autumn 100. You know, like 8 years of ultra running, whatever it is now. Never even been up to the venue. Right, I'm going to have to turn the fan on. Dagan, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
Oh, that's better already. John Hancock, thank you.
Ride on!
Hey, look. So far, no technical glitches. Both computers are working. The stream seems to be solid. Zwift is working fine. My buttons are working on the treadmill. The treadmill is working. My headphones have got power. It's going too well. Something's got to go wrong. Gary, yes. We can. There's a short I think it's about 3 kilometres of trail running opened up Zwift now, so you can mountain bike on it and you can trail run on it. So we're going to go and have a look and see what it looks like. R. Harrison, I hope it's not Rex Harrison, but it might be.
Right on!
Thank you. We're going to go and have a look and see what it's like. And it's in about It's in about a kilometre and a bit. So I missed that. Give it time. Go and subscribe, please. youtube.com/filmmyrun, or also the Zwift live channel, which if you're watching on YouTube, you're on the Zwift live channel. But there's also my real world running videos on the YouTube channel Film My Run. So if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, hello. We are running live on Zwift. We're running through the forests of Titan Grove, and we're about to turn off in about 1 kilometre. M. Samuels, thanks for the ride on. Onto the first trail running section ever released on Zwift. I won't be the first runner on there. There have been people there before me today, but it's only been released today. Or last night or something. 2 kilometres down. So there's camera 3, there's my current pace, and you'll see it matches the pace that's displayed on Zwift. And there's my distance, 2 kilometres. It's just about the same on Zwift. Sometimes you start running a little bit earlier on the treadmill. So it's not always the same distance, but it should match the speed exactly. Yes, so Anna's just telling me about the Autumn 100 race that is not far away. It's basically like a clover leaf. Do 4 loops of 25 miles out and back to the same central HQ in Goring, which is just north of London. Thanks, Anna. Take care. So yeah, well, I hope it is interesting, Mark. And Rob Harrison says he's going to get out on the trails this evening and do 10k. It's tantalising, isn't it? I can't wait to see. I mean, we'll be realistic. It's not going to blow us away, is it? It's going to be, you know, we're still on a treadmill. We're still looking at a TV screen. So, but it's a step in the right direction. And I think I would probably rather run on trails than on tarmac roads, even in a virtual world. Leo has done his first run today in the gym on the treadmill, covered 10 miles. Blimey, 10 miles? After your injury? Well done. Nice and steady. Good job, Leo. Right, I'm hoping that in about 500 metres we should start seeing a sign to turn off. But we'll see.
Jack it up.
And when we get near, I'll slow down to make sure we don't miss the turning, and so that we get a good view around as well. Andrew Cutmore says he's going to do 15k on the trails. I don't think you'll get 15k. I don't know how far there is. I think it's only about 3k, but I'm not sure. That's what we're here to find out. Yes, Ryan. I'm going to try and find the mountain. I think it's coming up in about 400 metres or so, if John Hancock's directions are correct. I'm expecting a turning with a question mark. And the question mark is the way onto the mountain biking stroke trail running route. It's still a nice route that we're running on now, really, isn't it? Titans Grove is lovely. Keeping it nice and steady. We're not doing any serious training on this run. This is purely an exercise in finding the trail route and seeing what it's like. I'm going to have to turn that bit off. I'll do that in a second. When we find the route, I'll turn that featured video thing off. Okay. Dean Hand, hello buddy. So Ryan isn't trusting John's directions. John says trust me. And Eric, what is the interest if you cannot simulate slopes? Well, the scenery, the novelty of it. You can simulate the slopes. You just do it manually on your treadmill if you want to. I'm not necessarily going to do that today. And in the future, I mean, this is still early days, honestly, still early days for Zwift running. And in the future, you will be able to simulate the slopes. If you can't get out of the house, you have to stay in for whatever reason. Or you can't get onto the streets. Well, there's the bear. There he is, behind us. Then you want to make running on a treadmill as interesting as you can. And I'd much rather run with a virtual trail world in front of me than a brick wall or a YouTube video. And you know, eventually when things get more stable in terms of connectivity to Zwift, then we'll be having trail races up the hills. Ryan says last time you ran with John, we all went in different directions. I don't think that was John's fault. Well, not entirely anyway. Right, okay. 3.2 kilometres so far, and there's no signs for a turn off just yet. But we'll keep going. I'm trusting John entirely, so we'll just keep going until we've seen the turn off. And Eric, if you've not seen Zwift before, see all the people listed on the right hand side, everybody's real. So you can run with real people all over the world and have a group run together. So there's a social element to it. So almost 3.5 kilometres done. And John says any time now, any minute now. Johan Fröhlich, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
Okay, there it is. Now I need to be careful because I have a little program that runs on my computer, which changes these directions sometimes, so I need to keep an eye that it doesn't change them. Okay, so here we are, live on Zwift. We are about to test out trail running on Zwift. That little question mark indicates that we're going to turn right. We're going to turn right onto a brand new route for mountain bikes and a brand new route for trail runners. Let's see what it's like. Just going to keep my eyes on that question mark so it doesn't change back to Winding Peak. And of course the question mark suggests that this is not an official route just yet. It's a secret little thing that you can go on. It's not that secret because, you know, anyone who looks at a question mark is going to go, oh, I'm going to try that. So it looks like we are okay. We're not going to, my camera angles aren't going to change it. Here we go. Come on then. Come on. Get there. Okay, here we are. There it is. Look, you can see the turn off just there. Just ahead. I'm not going to do anything until I get the go ahead. Right, we're on. Okay. Right, bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just going to stop and turn something off on the stream. I've bought one, Leo. It's being delivered in about 3 weeks, so I will tell you. I like the fact. So we're talking about the GoPro Max now, which is the brand new 360 camera from GoPro. So I'm going to sell my Fusion camera, which is the old 360 camera, and I'm going to get this GoPro Max. It is smaller, which is a big deal for me because when I'm running, I don't want something bulky and heavy to carry, which is why I've recently been using the Insta360 camera a lot because that's very small and light. I'm really hoping that the GoPro Max is almost as small and light as the Insta360. It's a shame that they haven't upped the resolution, but there we are, never mind. And what else was I pleased about? Oh yes, the fact that it only uses one SD card and it does in-camera stitching, so there's the productivity should be a lot easier. What's the word I'm looking for? When you move through. Oh, I can't remember the word. Anyway, the way that you work, the workflow. Thank you, brain. The workflow is going to be a lot easier because it does in-camera stitching. So fingers crossed, it should be better. Right, Dean Hand. Haven't tuned in for a long time due to work commitments. Looks like your injury's sorted. What have I missed? You haven't missed a lot, really, Dean, because I was injured. I haven't done anything really. I've only been back to running the past 3 weeks or so. I've done one 50k race, and I DNF'd the Ben Nevis Ultra last week as well. Right, bear with me 2 seconds. Just got to turn something off in settings so that we don't keep going to a featured video.
Nice.
Right, that's that done. Ian Matthews, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
Let's turn the music down a bit. In fact, I'm going to turn the music off. That'll be bizarre for us, won't it? Right, the music is off so that when I make a video of this, I can put some other backing music on. How about that? How exciting. Okay. What's the other thing I need to do? Oh, yes. Bear with me. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Okay. You might get a little bit of treadmill noise on this now because I've knocked the noise gate back a bit as well. Apologies. Ryan Perring did not... That is very good. Do you know what? I'm going to use that. I am stealing that. Ryan. Thank you very much. DNF, meaning did not film. I love it. Also, Leo, when the GoPro Fusion came out, it was about £700. The GoPro Max is 470 quid. You can't argue with that. Much better pricing. Right, let's do this. Oh, please don't bend over like that. That just looks awful, doesn't it? Right, welcome to Film My Run. Welcome to trail running on Zwift. Believe it or not. Let's get going. So, this, I don't know how long this is. Darren Van Dit, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
So for the very first time, we can now run on trails on Zwift. So no tarmac roads. The trails are also open to mountain bikes. Well, they're open to bikes. So do you have to have a mountain bike to go on it? I assume you can just use whatever bike you want, can't you? Because this guy behind me is on a racing bike, look. A road bike. Do you remember when we used to call them racers? Ryan, look, I'm not telling you to go and buy a GoPro Max. I'm just saying I'm getting one because I think it's worth the upgrade.
Right on.
I'm not saying that you need to go and get one. Right, this is nice. I like this. So currently there is a it's fairly flat actually. It's going kind of up and down a little bit. If you look at the top left hand corner of the screen, you can see -2, 2%, 3%, 2, 1. So we're kind of going up and down a little bit. And we've got a bit of fenced off area as well, so making sure that you can't turn left or right off the trail. This is very American, isn't it? Like cross country. I like it. Actually, that's really good. That feels really good. And remember, I've got my different camera angles on here, so if you're running on the trail, you will have whatever view you choose. Okay, so John Hancock says that it auto assigns, if you decide to cycle on the trails, it auto assigns a mine. If you decide to cycle on the trails, it automatically assigns a mountain bike to you. Oh! I don't want to fall off there. Okay, so a bit of boardwalk. So I'm guessing that this is the quickest way to get here. So choose Muir and the Mountain and run 3 kilometres on Titans Grove before you get to the turn off to the trail. Ryan Perring, that'll be top right of you for those that know your left. Oh, did I say top left? Sorry, top right. -12% elevation. So my treadmill doesn't do minus percentages. So I can't run downhill on my treadmill. Okay, I can't imagine that that's going to do my ankles any good. That kind of slope to the right there. But also, without the music, it does feel quite sweet, doesn't it? Like real nature, not like you've got your headphones on. I don't know, do you run with headphones when you're running on the trails? I don't. In fact, I rarely put music on when I'm running outdoors. Right, I want rid of these ropes, because that looks like I'm on a cross-country race course rather than a trail run. So get rid of the ropes, John Mayfield. Minus 19%. Brilliant. That'd be great fun for mountain bikers, won't it? Going down a 19% gradient with your smart trainer. Very pretty. Go a little bit faster. Dean Han says, less than a week to go till our London Marathon rejection magazine pops through the door. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Last 3 years I've managed to get good for age. Didn't manage it this year, so I applied in the ballot as usual. So I probably won't get in. So more boardwalk coming up. So we definitely can't match. Most people, almost everyone, will not be able to match the negative elevation on the trail. And I don't know yet whether there is any major uphill on the trail. That would be nice. Yeah, I can really imagine minus 19 would be great to go down. I like this. I do like it a lot. And I think perhaps if they can get some sound effects, I haven't got the sound up. But I don't know, are there more birds? You know, maybe more sound of the wind or something? And trees rustling and things like that would be really nice, making it feel more like being outdoors. So I think we've run about 1 kilometre into the trail now. And it's very pretty. The deer on the right hand side there, look, and the daffodils. Are they daffodils? Sunflowers, not daffodils. .3% elevation, 4% elevation, 5%.
5, 4.
No, don't do that.
3, 2, 1.
It is nice, isn't it, Ryan? Yeah, I like it a lot. Good views as well over the right hand side there. Oh, and the wheel, look at that. The water wheel, fantastic. Oh, that is lovely. Now, if we were on a real trail race, I would be stopping in that river, be going down to the water's edge and throwing cold water over my legs and over my head. And if it was a really, really hot day, I would take my backpack off and I would lie in the water. And I'll tell you a story. The only trail race, I suppose it was a trail race, but the only ultra race I've ever won, the only ultra race I've ever won was on a 10-mile looped course, and every loop you would pass a lake. You pass a lake, and on every lap of that 10-mile course, 7 laps, it was a 70-mile race. Every lap I would get in the water for 30 seconds, just strip everything off, well, not everything, but you know, strip off, get in the water, soak for 30 seconds in the cold water, get out, get dressed and carry on running. And I reckon that's why I won the race, because every lap I cooled off my muscles and they were fresh and ready to go again for the next lap. I am. I'm obsessed with swimming mid-race. 5k done, so about 1.5 kilometres done on the trails. Yeah, I'm really going to have to sort out this voice activation, aren't I? Because it just fires at random opportunities, random moments. See that
Right on.
that 3, 2, 1 thing is supposed to fire when I say 5, 4, 3, 2. It's supposed to go 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2. There you go. Mark Samuels, no wonder I missed my checkpoints. Absolutely, although I didn't go swimming on the Ben Nevis Ultra. That was me not paying attention in other ways. I did not think I was gonna miss the checkpoint time because I hadn't checked where it was properly. I thought it was on the top of Ben Nevis and it was down the other side of Ben Nevis. And I thought I was an hour in. I thought I had an hour spare, and actually I only had an hour to get all the way down, less than an hour to get all the way down to the bottom of Ben Nevis, and I didn't make it. Swimming in the lake and drinking milk, that is the life of an ultra runner. Oh, blimey, am I going to jump? Way! Awesome. 20%, negative 20% that was. Negative 22, I saw. So there's a minus 22% drop there. You just jump off a little ledge. That was awesome. That's good as well. Look at that. The river, flowing river down there. Oh mate, I'm loving this. Not as many bikes on here as I would have thought, actually. Be interesting to see how this takes off. Are the people that cycle on Zwift people that like an easy life? Because you will also see that the routes that are most popular on Zwift are the flat routes, and people don't like working hard, do they? People don't like climbing hills. Right through the middle of a rock. Oh blimey, that hurt. Oh my goodness. Well, could have done a bit of bouldering there, but just decided to run straight through the middle of them. I wish I could do that in real life. I'd have been a lot quicker on the Ben Nevis Ultra if I'd done that. Next time, Ryan. So, coming up on a waterfall, which looks very pretty. I'm not actually running on the trail, am I? I'm running on the grass by the side of the trail, which, believe it or not, is actually something I might well do in real life. Another little dip there, down by the lake, or by the river.
Right on!
I really am just taking my life in my hands, aren't I? I'm not going on the trail at all, I'm just running at the side of it, running through the middle of the rocks and the trees. I'll be in the water in a minute, although, you know, that is good, isn't it? Look at that, cool. I want to be facing the other way. Let me see the water. I could change it myself, I suppose. Right, so we want the option. Oh, look at the deer on the top of the rock there as well. I want the option in settings of having a trail running backpack on my avatar's back with water bottles at the front. I want an aid station as well with friendly volunteers standing behind a table offering me ice pops. And there's the spray of the water. Now I don't know if it's my graphics card. Maybe the graphics of the water could be a little smoother. Nitpicking though. Yeah, we should organise a group long run just running on this trail. So back with the ropes, the taped off area.
Nice.
And we're going uphill 13%. There, little brief climb. And again, 9, 10, 13, 17% gradient up there. You don't really want to be doing that manually on your treadmill. I mean, mine doesn't even go up to 17, but it's such a short, I mean, I'm going quite slowly as well. That's such a short little climb. You're not going to want to be emulating that on your treadmill. And again, remember, this route has been made for mountain bikes, not necessarily for runners. Although, it's lovely to have it to run on, but I think the initial design is particularly for mountain bikers. So you're not going to want to manually change your elevation to match the gradient here. And even if it was done automatically, that would be a bit radical, wouldn't it? Jumping suddenly up to like 9, 10% like that now, and then straight back down. Gavrilenko, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on.
Gavrilenko from Russia. 6 kilometres run, 2.5 of them on this trail. So I'm not sure how much more is left. 14% elevation there, 15. And then it looks like it levels out again a bit here, look. Down to 8, 7, 6, 6%, then we'll go back up again. 16% elevation there. So this is steep. And it's weird, I can feel myself going onto my tiptoes. Even though I've got 0% elevation, elevation. Right, hold on 2 seconds. My recording has stopped because there's not enough space on my hard drive. So let me just sort that out for 2 seconds. That's a shame.
Nice.
See if it'll record MP4 rather than AVI files. Right, let's go back, get running again. So this is good. I like this bit as well. It's kind of chalky section climbing up the side of the mountain or the hill. Nice bit of gradient. So you could emulate this because it looks like there's a few zigzags going up the hill. So I assume we'll get to the top of that hill there, and then there'll be a nice big downhill to finish. As far as I understand it, I'm not sure, is it 3 kilometres or is it a bit longer? Well, we're coming up to about 3 kilometres anyway now, so still on about 7% elevation, climbing up the side of this hill. It's quite nice that there aren't many bikes actually. Somebody on their bike is saying they need some baggy shorts, i.e. to emulate hipster mountain bikers. So still climbing, 20%. Briefly 20% there. Nice shot from below. 15%. So some good climbing on that little section. Okay, yes. So John says I can see the finish. We can see the finish on the map. Yeah, so just to the top of the hill, and then just a short section to the end. So yeah, just about 3 kilometres, just over 3 kilometres of new trails on Zwift for mountain bikes and for runners. Some elevation at the end, nice bit of climbing up the side of a hill, some beautiful forest running, some lovely rivers and streams and waterfalls, excellent little bit of trail, and the more of that we can have, the happier I will be, that's for sure. So yeah, just coming up to the end and then back onto the roads.
Nice.
Minus 18%. There we go. So
Nice.
if you're doing a mountain bike race, this will be your finish line. 3 kilometres. And when we get to do trail races as well, 3 kilometre trail race, that'd be awesome. We've got to do that. We won't match the elevation, but we can do 3 kilometre trail racing. That'd be superb. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And there we are at the end of the trail. I would turn around and go back and do it again, but got Wednesday workout tonight, so let's leave it there. Let's get up to 7 kilometres just for the sake of it. That is trail running on Zwift. Back on the roads, and immediately it feels different. Immediately it feels, well, it feels like we're on a road, doesn't it? And the kind of psychological difference there immediately is huge. I really honestly felt, and just noticing the difference there, coming off the trail and onto the road, has immediately made me realise that when I was on the trail, it felt more realistic. It felt like I was on a trail. I felt like that freedom and that serenity that you get from real trail running. Obviously, it's not going to be the same exactly by any means, but the difference I've just literally felt now coming back onto the road has highlighted that for me. So there we are. That is trail running on Zwift. My first look, thoroughly enjoyed that. Oh, so you can't turn around and go back the other way. Okay. Right, so John Hancock, fount of all knowledge, says you cannot currently turn around and go back the other way on the trail. Okay, well, no big deal. No problem. Mark Samuels, no problem. We'll see you tonight for Wednesday workout. And if you want to have a go of the trails, get yourself on to Muir and the Mountain. So on Watopia, choose the Muir and the Mountain route. I think that will be your quickest way onto the trails. Keep running on Muir, on the Titans Grove route for 3.5 kilometres. Shapiro, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
Keep running on Titans Grove on the Muir and Mountain route for 3.5 kilometres, and you will see a question mark to turn right. And so you need to manually turn right onto that trail. And there we are. Awesome stuff, great route, lovely things to look forward to on Zwift. If we can have more of those, oh, honestly, that'd be so cool. Thanks for the ride on, Ryan.
Right on.
Cheers, guys. Okay, we'll see you tonight, 7:30 UK time for Workout Wednesday. But that is it from this random live broadcast of the new trail running route on Zwift. Take care. See you all next time. Bye-bye.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.